Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, so I know it's still leftover time. Well, I ended up having that page that I reprinted so I can show you what page that I had my scraps from, which left me with some more scraps. So, oh my God. So I had to chop them up, which this is just gonna have to be whatever's. Okay, so I had these, um, from the offcuts. So I cut them in half, which gave me, I think 3 3/4. No, 3.5 by, I don't know, 2 5/8. So they're kind of like an ATC card, which is like a playing card, an artist trading card thing is what, they kind of call them. And then I took some more of my music and tore out this little side because I wanted the little music notes, treble clefs, and all that good stuff. I know that's for something else back there. And then I had these little pieces, parts and pieces of the Junk Journal Studio All Things Christmas. So I thought, okay, well, that would work on for there. Let me put these back in my, timber. Good gosh. In my little thingy-jiggy. Okay, hold on. I know. I'm wasting time. Good gosh. But the heat's on now. I'm hot. Okay, so I just went ahead and inked around them so they will be done. And I thought this would work in the backs of this little contraption that we made with scraps. One of the things, I'm sure I will come up with some more. So this is what I'm using, trying to use up some of these scraps. And I'm about to have to be over it. After these two projects, and then these other two projects. And then that's just it. I know. Okay, so I want to put kind of that like that. I know this is definitely, make sure I'm in frame. Ooh, barely. This is a last minute type. I was, because I thought, gosh, I don't want to throw away that paper. And then what am I going to do with it? I don't need anything else. I said, well, I need little journal cards. So here we go. So little cards we are making to go into those. Oh, yeah, John just went down to give the horses some sweet feed. I know, like y'all, whatever. So in a few minutes you'll be hearing the dogs bark, and I guess I'm preparing you for when the dogs bark. Oh, yeah. And so, I mean, now we have that, but of course I need something that's going to be flat because it just needs, I know, I'm telling y'all, I have such issues with just plain things. All right, let's just make these. Oh. Because I needed 3 of them for these 3 that I made. Which left me, 1 more of these for a scrap. But, hey, we can always use a small little journal card thing to tuck here and tuck there. So it went in my little scrap bin, my scrap bucket, which has grown, unfortunately. And then I'll see what I can do with it. Making some clusters or something, and then whatever, because they're just little itty bitties. And then after that, well, it's gonna have to go into the burn pile because there's just a time when after you use these and you get down to those little itty bitties, it's just not worth keeping. And then I have these. I know this is for my other little project too, because I had all these angles and stuff. So we're gonna do something with it. And how do I just cleaned, I know this is the dirty one, but I have a brand new clean. I just cleaned my thing, but I'm messy. What can I say? There's that one, and then we'll just do this little one. It's because, you know, those crumbs, oh, dear Lord, and my glue sticks. I know I got my little scoreboard there because it's for the other little thing we're going to do. So I just left it there because I was like, there's no point putting it up. We're going to drag it right back out. Okay. And then this little piece and this little tag. Do. I know, see, it's too quiet. I had to turn off my, I need to put on a rainstorm or something so it can be in the background. Got the wash machine going, so that's a little noise. John's got the TV on. The Invisible Man's watching it while he's gone. Alright, so see, these are these 3 little cards we made with our little scraps, and they will be going, whoops, in this back pocket on all of these. So I got that one, and this one. I know it just leaves us with some other little scraps, which, trust me, I will find. I need 2 little taggies here and then another one back there. But I don't know why I just stuck all those in there, because we're going to have to do a little, you know, at the end picture. Because I don't think. But you see what I'm doing with those. My gosh, help me. Oh, la 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 la. Okay, so there's that one. Let me just put him. I'm going to lose him. Let me put him behind us. And I'm going to put these underneath my glue, my acrylic block, so they can like flatten a little better. Okay, so then I had 2 of these left over. Well, I actually have 3, but I did something else with it. So I thought, well, what can I do? Well, I'm going to put these over in my scrap bin because I'm tired looking at them. Okay, and I had 1 piece of this cardstock paper. And so I thought, well, why can't we just make an envelope out of it? You know, it's all kind of pretty there. And so then I scored it here by mistake because I really wanted to see back here. And I thought, well, that's okay. That's a decent mistake because we're going to put some washi on there. I know. Hello. So let me, and then this is 5 inches across. So I'm going to trim this edge here, and I don't know, what side do I like best? I know, this side. So we'll cut this down at 5, which, guess what, leaves me a little more scrap. Oh my gosh. And then I'm just going to trim these little whites off, and whoops, didn't quite get all those whites. There you go, Candace. There you go. So there's my little thing. So I kind of flipped it up here and decided I wanted this, which is, I think 3 1/4 is what it ended up being. Yep, 3 1/4. So we're going to go ahead. If you don't have a scoreboard, just measure it with your ruler, and then score with your little scoring tool. So we're just going to do 3 1/4 lightly so we can bend it. So I know this is what I'm working with for my bottom. And I'm going to try to make this one without the extra little indentation here. Because, you know, like I said. So what I should have done was glued this on here, straight across the top. So let's, well, I need to ink first, because once we glue it on there, then, you know. Oops. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going to stick my dauber in my lid, and I'm trying to keep my lid clean. You know, it hasn't been here long enough. It needs to, you know, be pretty for a little while. I know. Don't get me started. Okay, so let's just... I know, I don't think we're going to see that back there, but I can't remember. So we're just going to ink it. And if you don't want it to be all square, here comes John. Oh my gosh. Then you can round the corners. Hold on, let me put you on hold for a minute. Okay, so while I was waiting on John to get back in, I just inked around here. And then you know how you, I know, squirrel, but you know how you have your little things and they kind of get dirty in there? If any of you have one of these, this is dangerous on the end, by the way, a tool-in-one, you know, for when you're die cutting, or even if you have a toothbrush or a fingernail brush, just take and run it through there, and it helps get all the little junk that ends up in there, you know, because it does get in there. Okay, so anyway, I inked around here, so you, oh, darn it, I didn't ink back here, and you're going to see it. I was trying to save some time, but did not. Okay, so we're doing that, and then I want to have a thumb holy thing here, so, and a decent size one, just so you can grab anything that's in there in case we put too long of a, I mean, yeah, a tall tag, or I mean journal card or whatever in there, because this is going to be up here and you have room to pull it out. So now I want to glue this on here like that, so it goes along here. And then we're going to have that on there, but we need to know where to kind of fold. So I'm doing this backwards this time in hopes that, I don't know, maybe this is easier than the other one, because I didn't want to put that extra crease on there. But you know, that crease sure did show me where to put it. But it makes it all bendy. Okay. So let's see if we can get this on here. And we'll just work it to where it's straight back here. I know, I mean, I use every tool I got, except for the one that's designed to do what it's supposed to do. Anyway, so we have that. Now, I just kind of gave myself about a half of an inch up top. So I'm just going to kind of bump it up there. And I guess we'll go 5/8, which is the notch after 1/2. Now I'll put this up. And then we'll fold this over. Well, thought I was. We'll fold that over. That is not what I have over. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's a little what I have. Not. It's a little different, but you know, I don't know. Is it really? Yeah, I think you know, because I backed it off a little bit, but we're okay. We're still going to put our washi on there just to give a little definition. Now I am going to need to do on here. And then, you know, if you don't want to use this as just a little envelope to go inside here, you could, you know, glue it onto a page. I mean, it's going to be, you know, close because it's 5. And you can put a tuck spot back here, and then when you open it, you have a little tuck spot here, and then you can journal on there. So, I know, hey, you just got a little you got to get a little creative with your scraps. So let's see. We haven't used this, but I don't know if this is gonna be too much green. Well, we're gonna look and see. It's stuck. Okay. Oh no, I kind of like that. So I think we'll keep that. All right. And it's just a hair on top of my lovely crease. So we'll just run a line right there. Make sure our ends are glued. And then we'll put our washi on here. And just, you know, I'm letting a little bit of the ink from that paper line show. And then we'll just trim it off. And there's a cute little quick and easy envelope that we used with some of our scraps. That's literally was laying around. Now my only thing is, you see how that is there and this one doesn't have any distress on it? Oh, doggone. I know. Let's just take one of our little scraps, line it on here. Just, I mean, you can barely tell unless you're here, and I can't even tell with the glare where my edge is. Oh, there it is. And I'm just gonna kind of go on the edge with this just to give the very edge of that a little distress and not get it on the white tape. So, and then I know I see a little bit of hanging off. I know, I'm sorry, I'm so, yeah. And then if you want, we can just go ahead and pull some back here to kind of cover. Oh, that fits perfect in between that. So we're just going to stick that on there to hide that little line, that white, I should say. And then, you know, it's all distressed on the tops and the bottom anyway. So, I mean, using up scrap, using up washi. So there's that one. And now that we have that, I'm just going to leave this white. I think I'm okay with that being just plain white. I mean, but I'm sure if you had some other scraps, which you know I do. Let me just grab this one real quick because I know it's in here. I got this pink. I know I got to look at it and see now that I see it. But, I mean, you know, is it even worth the effort? No. The white's just fine. Oh, we have some of this. I know I'm digging in my scrap bin. Well, we got a piece of this. All right. I talked myself into it. My gosh. There's that one. And then we have this. All right. This is 5 inches across. I know we're supposed to be using our scrap, right? So I'm using up a piece of scrap. And you know there is another one like that in there. But we're going to use this one. And let's just go ahead and lightly go around it. And then we're going to glue that bad boy down. And then we'll use that little piece of scrap up. And it's just for decoration. It's not a pocket. It's not a anything. It's just using up scrap and getting rid of the white. Okay. Now we're going to glue the sides so we can be done with this envelope before I start putting something else in there. Y'all know I will. I just showed you I would. Okay, and then we'll close it up. And there's a quick and easy envelope. And we used up some some scrap that was laying around, decorated it. I know we need something to hold it down, but I'll worry with that later. And whatever I figure out, I'll let you know. It needs, I don't know. Where's that stuff? Right here. I mean, we could put like this on a piece of paper. I don't know. That's looking pretty good. All right, let's finish this other one first, and I probably will. All right, and then this I don't think is going to fit in there because it's not as wide. But we're still going to get some, whatever that is, distress ink on there. I know, I think I'm going to do like that. And then we'll just snip over here. Now remember, just use whatever paper you have that you've got laying around. Okay, there's that. Now we got to put some on the front. And since it's going to be here, let's go ahead and put this on here and see if we can't distress it before we put oops, see, look at that rubber coming off. Burning some rubber. I don't know if that's if that worked or if I put it exactly where it goes, and psh, looks like I put it exactly where it's supposed to go. So doggone it, that plan didn't work. Alright, let's just ink it and put it on here. Okay, I know this is cute, huh? Just using up your little scraps, and we turn out with a cute little project. I know, but see, I didn't ink it enough, so now I got to come back with this and do it anyway. Oops, this way. Oh, Candace. But at least I can see now where I'm supposed to be. I'm just walking it down, trying to catch a little more of the paper that's showing there. Alright. Let's hope we don't need that anymore so I can put it up. And then, oh yeah, I'm trying to decide, ooh, I'm about to lose my little things. Do I want that blue? I mean, I don't know. I know I saw another one of those in here. I told you. And let's just go ahead and make it the same. I mean, let's not have any imagination. I had 2 pieces of that scrap, so we might as well just use it. Less thinking. I had to think the first few minutes. Let's not have to think on this one. Let's just make a pretty. But we're making crummies. Whoops. Alright. And let's glue our little snowflakes down. And then we will glue it together and we'll have another cute little envelope. Okay. And we used up some more scraps. Yeah! Okay, see? My fresh new paper towel won't be fresh and new for long. Alright, so let me set that underneath my block and let it set up. But I do believe I'm going to come in and cut a little strip and just make a little tuck spot with our green on here. And I think that would be just fine. So, okay. Let me put them underneath there so it can dry. So it can dry a little flatter. Alright, so I will be right back because this I need to like plan for a minute so I don't mess it up. Because just because I have all these little parts and pieces doesn't mean it's going to work. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm ready for the next one. So when we did our, oh where'd he go? This, which was our envelope, it had like, you know, these and something else on the bottom. I don't know, that we chopped off. And I saved all these because I thought I saw triangles and then I saw a Christmas tree. I know. So that's what we're going to do with that. So this is a Janie B. Journal Mystery Christmas, I believe. I know, I'm sorry. I'll have to double check, but I'm not sure, but I think it is. I had, and all I did was cut these down, these little scraps I had. I know they're all greens and junk. They were in my bucket. And just kind of made like a stair step thing. So I'll give you the measurements and kind of show you how I cut it. And then this is going to end up going on a page. We're going to round the corners and then put a large thumb hole on the side so we can tuck something in there. So that's what I plan on doing with it. So let's go ahead and round the edges. Whoops. Something fell out. Hopefully nothing important, because I sure didn't stop to go look. Looked like it was some kind of paper junk. Okay, so I have, gosh, there's my ruler. All right, let's just put that back up where it goes. And then it looks like it's going this way. So let me get my punch. And I'm going to use my big one, which is my 3.5 inch one. I know, just because I want a big kind of hole on the side. And we'll try to put it in the middle as we can. I know I didn't measure. I know. I heard some of y'all go, oh, I heard you gasp. I'm going to look just to make sure. Oh, darn, that's pretty doggone good. All right. So let me just go ahead and ink this and get it out the way. And then we will go from there. And I'll just show you how I took these scraps, in case you're curious, and turned them into triangles. Because, you know, you might look at it and go, I don't know. Well, we did. And I printed this. This feels like 65-pound paper. So it's going to be a good backer. Okay, so let's put this aside for now. And then what I decided on here, because this is the big one that I kind of wanted. Oh, looks like 3 1/4. So that's what my base was, is a 3 1/4. So as you can tell, there's still some white on there. So I went on here and I wanted to cut this down because this is where my little uneven spot was. So I put it into my, oh my God, hold on, I didn't plug my phone in and I'm about to run out of battery. Holy cow, I hope everybody got on there. Okay, so I'm putting it in here and I'm going to put, I'm just going to cut it to where I have my angle here. And then I'm going to turn it over, like, duck on it. Okay, there. Oh, then I'm going to flip it over this way and turn it like that. And we're going to go to 3 1/4. So I should have a 3 1/4 that way and 3 1/4 that way. So y'all got that. There's my base, my 3 1/4. And then, like I said, after that, I just kind of stepped up. Just, you know, so if I had 3 1/4 there, I decided to do, this one looks like, whoops, put it in the right spot. Oh, 2 7/8. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact scientist. So this was my little piece of paper. That's about 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it off at 2 7/8, and then 2 7/8 square, because I had a square piece of paper. And then we're just going to cut it in half, which, yes, is going to give us another triangle, but, well, I think I can make another tree with my scraps. So we'll just put it over here. And then I went to my next piece of scrap. Who's bigger? I think they're about the same, yeah. I went to my next scrap, and I went in, decided I wanted a 2 1/2 inch triangle. So once again, since this isn't straight, this is where I'm going to cut first. So I just went over and cut it on the edge so it was straight. Then I'm going to flip this over, come and cut on 2 1/2 there. So that gives me a 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 triangle there. And then this one, it looks like my little piece of paper is 2 1/4. This is what I had. So let me see. Yep. Well, that's not even a straight 2 1/4. So let's even this up, because yeah, 2 1/4. That's what happens when you have scraps. Sometimes your scraps aren't square. Okay, so I made it a 2 1/2 by 2 1/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it, I don't know, I guess down here, so I can have some red on both sides. And we're just going from edge to edge. And so we ended up with that. I'll put him over here. All right. Oops. And then you go back on here. And then I just went down, you know, another step. This one looks like 2. So then I'm going to do the same thing here. Since they're both uneven, doesn't matter, but you just want to make sure that you're going to have, whoops, a straight part. So yeah, we're going to make some scrap on this, but hey, it was only scrap anyway. So we went to 2, which leaves us that big old piece, but I mean, you know, we can use that for something. So there, and then this was this scrap. This was, oh, I think vintage gift wrap from the Junk Journal Studio. And this was my little scrap, I think it's 1 1/2. Yep, 1 1/2. So that's what this is. So I just went ahead and made it a square. Cut it 1 1/2 on a square. And then we're going to cut it diagonal. So we'll have a triangle. And, hello, it's stuck there. I cleaned it, now it doesn't come out. So then we're going to have, we'll use this one. We'll have that there. And then this is going to go in our pile, because I have enough to make quite a few. So, well, we might as well use them. Okay, so let me get this first one out that I did. I made him wonky because I didn't want to be straight, but we're going to make a straight one this time. So I just took some scrap. Oop, that's not that one. Where'd I put him? Mona? I just used it. It can't be far. Here's all my other parts. Let me put this back here so I don't lose those. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I know. And then we have this to add to our pile. I know. See, just let me cut it while I'm here. And we put it in our scrap bin. Well, fine. We'll just grab another one. And I think, what did I make? 7/8. So, I made my tree trunk 7/8. I think 7/8 looks just good for here. And I'm not worrying that it's, you know, twice as tall, but, you know, if you want to save paper or some bulk, we'll cut it down to 2. Oh, please. Okay. 1 3/4, like that really made a difference. I know, but hey, we put it on there. All right. So now the biggest thing is we need to ink. Let me put these back there. Now we just need to ink our tree trunk, and then grab our triangles and just start inking them, and then we're going to glue them on. And there you go. We used up the sides of our the envelope offcuts that we had from the journal card that we made, because, you know, I didn't want to make an envelope out of it. I go rogue that way. I don't know. I rarely make envelopes out of them. I usually turn them into journal cards, tuck spot, something. I don't know why, what my problem is, but there's not many times that I actually use it for an envelope, unless it's like I don't know. I usually don't. Okay, and then this one. No, this is really easy. Take your squares and cut them in half and make triangles. And then if you have the semi-triangle-ish looking things. Oh, this is not going to work. I'm going to blow those things that I have back there that I want to do something else with. So let me just wipe that off there. Okay, so let's take this. I know we'll put this aside and paper clip it so I know that these are all cut and ready to go. All right, so let's get our little stair steps here and our little trunk. I know now I am going to look at it and put it there. All right. I don't know what's on TV up there. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't need this ruler now, so let me put him up. And then we'll just start with the biggest one. Like I said, I'm going to do this one just regular tree. I'm not going to do them wonky. Not everybody's into wonky. I just felt like being different, making one. Okay, so that looks like a good enough tree trunk for our tree. So let's just put him on here. Let me use this one since it's a little bit wider. And then we're just going to do some spaces and walk them up. Do. I know, I guess I need to make sure by putting them on straight that I'm going to have an okay tree. And see, this looks a little too same size to me, so I think I'm going to go back and take a little trim off of it, because it was bothering me. All right. It was too close to that size, but those are looking like good spaces. Okay. Did I glue? Oh, I didn't even smush it because I was running my mouth. Okay. Yep, we hadn't seen the sun, and I'm telling you, almost 2 weeks it seems. Good gosh, it's crazy. Definitely gloomy. Gloomy weather for us. Gloomy and no snow. I mean, hello. Different if we had snow. know, I'm almost wondering if I need one more little triangle, huh? Ow, that paper poked me. Oh, I have that circle. Maybe the circle will fit on here, because this one's a little taller than the other one. This one I did 7.5, and I was like, yeah, kind of liked it taller. So I made it taller. Let me just smush my fibers back the other direction and help flatten it out. So I have that, and then I have these that have, you know, like gold and some blue splatter. That would be pretty on top. And then, I don't know, I'm going to have to find, all I have is white snowflakes, but I bet you I could find a star that would go on there. So, I think I'm going to put that on there. Oops. There. That's cute. You know, I was thinking of taking and sewing down the middle. I don't know. I might let it dry for a bit. And then, of course, now is the perfect time to get your sequins on if you want to put some, you know, some sequins, buttons, all kinds of stuff on there. But I'm going to let it dry. And then I might just let it be a surprise. Let's just see. Oh, now, no one says we have to have a star, huh? I'm liking that. I think I'm going to have a white snowflake with a little bit of distress. I know I hear you over there saying, I want one too. Okay, okay, okay. My gosh, y'all, just give me a minute. I'm only one human. Okay, and then we'll glue this one on here. And see, that's a quick and easy one-page filler-upper. Okay. Isn't that cute? And then it's just going to go on your page like this. You know, after you sew it in, you glue it on, and then you'll take a big old journal card, not this one, and tuck it in there. So, I know, let me put him with my blocks, because he needs to dry. So there's that one. There's these that we did earlier. And then him, oh yeah. Let's see what we have over here, because he was screaming at me. I've been left out. I've been robbed. Oh, give me a break. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see. Who did I decide? I think 1.5 inch circle works for you. 1.25 actually. All right, let's get. Do I have enough on here? I might. Let's see. I mean, is that gonna be enough? But I don't really have that much room. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stay close to home on this one. All right, because I don't have that much room. I don't have that much room. And then if we put this on here, I got fuzzes on it. It's last year's star. we put them on here like that. You know, I could have went with the one and a, whatever that is, 1.5. That's my next one, which I think that's what this is. Duh. Well, heck, I might just glue him on here because he's already inked. I don't have to get my fingers up. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Yep. Let's see. Where's one that's not my favorite? Maybe this big old blot. Okay. And then we'll glue this on here and glue that on there and then glue it on there. We're just having a glue fest, huh? Oops, that way. And then we'll glue this one on here. I know, do I want the multicolor one or do I just want to stick with the white? I know, for shame. There's white and there's multi. Oh, let's just be different. Let's put multi. Okay. And now we got to decide which way we're going to put it. I know. Another 5-minute decision. I think I like the red up. Okay. I stuck him on there now. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. I know, and like I said, we're going to have to put some stuffs on here. But there's that one. All right, I got 10 minutes. Let me see if I can put this other one together that I want to do. And then I will be right back. Okay, oh, let me put you on pause before I start fighting with this other stuff. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, as you can tell, these are all little corner cuts, like up here. They don't, some of them match, some are exact, some are not. Those, you know, I'm gonna, you know, do something else with this, obviously, like this. But I just went and found pieces that match together. This was all by itself. This was just one kind of like that. And I was like, well, we'll just turn it like that. And then this is one that was by himself. And I'm just going to go there. See, like, just these little things that I see Christmas trees. So, let's ink these and put them on this little scrap pocket that I had. And then I'll show you the other little things that I made with it. But I knew I wanted to do this too for it. Because like I said, as soon as I saw all these little corners that I was cutting off of things, you know, I make bigger trees like this. And I was like, well, I can make a little tree with those. So here we go. Little trees we shall be. Oh, and these. And you're like, well, why are you inking down the middle? Because I'm going to sew down the middle on this one. Because I'm going to be different. So, you know, think at your triangles and whatever they call those. I don't know. I don't remember my triangles from school. Which one's a who and which one's a what. It's a triangle. And I guess we should just go ahead and give him, I don't know. We'll just go ahead and give him a little trunk. Why not? What the heck? So, ooh, I'm gonna end up losing those. Oh, I don't need to cut those there. Let me just use my... Oh, but I will need these, or I'll be Getting ink all over my fingers, worse than what I have now. Okay, oops, that's where that goes. Okay, let's see where we're gonna. I'm gonna make sure I'm in frame here. So we're gonna put him here, and then the sheet music says the Christmas tree. So I mean, that's, you know, I had to do it because my music said so. All right, so that's where we're gonna start, and then we're just gonna build our tree. See, that's the backs of something else that we cut off. But when I saw those angles, well, I always see trees and butterflies out of these. Because, like, see, you could take two of these, put them together, make a butterfly, put some sequins down the middle. I know, like I said, I see scraps and junk totally different. Whoops. All right, now let's get this little one on. All right, fingers, work with me. And these are all thickness of paper. Some of them are 65 pound, some are 45, some are 32. I think that's the lowest, is my 32. Oops, get back here. And then we have that for our treetop. I think I'm going to stick with that because I had this other triangle, but I like the one with the flowers on it. And there's our little scrappy woodsy tree. Okay. So there's that. And then I had made these the other day. This was part of the offcut that I used from something else over here. Oh, the candle and stuff for something that I had made. And so, you know, Christmas tree. And then just this little tag that I did with, I think this was Scandinavian Christmas by Jenny B. Journals. And I just did that. So it'll have these little things in there. And then I'm going to go sew down the middle. And then, you know, obviously we're going to decorate it a little bit. So let me put this on my block, let it dry for a minute, and then I'll go sew it and come back and show you it finished. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I went and I sewed on this one. Oh, isn't that so cute? And I just zigzag down the middle and then straight stitch with the little bit of zigzag on 3 corners on this pocket. And then this one I zigzagged down the middle and then just straight stitched all around and then put a iridescent sequin up top. And then on this one I put a white sequin in the snowflake, and then same thing, zigzagged and just went around. I know I left some strings just to hang on the bottom because I thought they were funny. I might be a little addicted to extra strings now. And then just to show you These are just some scrap, I know, more scrap of just the circles, which I use, you know, this circle punch, which is Paper Studio, Hobby Lobby. You get 3 different sizes. Plus you always have the 5/8 one, who is Recollections. That's just who I happen to have. But you can go in here and put, you know, if you don't want to have too much bulk, just put some different size ornaments on here. I mean, isn't that kind of cute? So let me move that a little closer just so you can see. But see, I mean, and it wouldn't be much bulk, much weight if you're thinking of mailing something. So let me put those back over there. And then as far as on top of here, you know, I'm thinking, well, this is what's going in here, is this tree and this tree. So let's see, we've got green out here and some turquoise. So maybe we need to put maybe a turquoise star to go with the blue. I don't know. And then we have, I don't know. I know. I should have thought about this a little bit more, because all I have are these. I just didn't want to get it too, well, that's a big old thick part of, I mean, some of these things, you get like 10 of them together. We have this like blue that will pull in the blue on the back. I don't know, should we have one white? Kind of like the blue. I wish I had a turquoise one. I'm sure after I clean everything I might actually find one, but not today. Not this year. Hope for 2003. I mean 2023. I know I'm thinking snowflakes. Oh. No, I got a big one. This might be too big though. Hold on, excuse me for that reach. This one, yeah, this one's going to be too big, but I'm going to look at it anyway. Oh, doggone nuckies. But then again, I'm kind of liking that one. So, that's what I'm going to... Nope, don't fit. Don't fit the Candace. This is a seasoning thing that I put. You know, like I said, this is a glass bouillon, so it's an older one than now. The ones now are plastic, thank God. But yeah, I use my clear plastic. As you can tell, I haven't even fought trying to get all that off, but I've had this, gosh, 3 years now. And let's see, used by, well, I don't know what was in there because it sure got used, probably some pepper. But I'm going to glue those on there, and then I still need to put something up top for a dooboppy. But there you go. And then we have these 3 little cards that we made also. And I think I'm done with, I'm done with the leftovers. I'm done with our scraps. I've eaten all the leftovers I can. And so it's time to move on. Oh, and then we had these. Shoot. I knew there was something else that we did. And then we had this envelope and that envelope. I'm waiting for that copper to dry on here, but this is the little tuck I did for it. So there's that. And then, well, you can't really see that. And then this one I put red on there, and it's still drying. And then I just kind of rounded the corners on this one just to make it a little different. But those turned out really cute. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed these. And like I said, I know y'all are tired of leftovers now. And yeah, it's time to be done with it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. Thanks for sharing some of your day with me. I don't know if I did this in the beginning, but don't forget, we're still doing our game. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Lots of kisses, lots of love. If you like this, please subscribe. Thanks to all my oldies, all my newbies, all my everybody's, and y'all have a great day and a blessed day. And I hope you guys get better, those of you who are sick. So, lots of kisses. Bye, guys.